Hi, this is production layouts visualized. It's not really a game, it's more like a visualization of production layouts, what you can see in typical factories. And we have four main types of production layouts. We have product layout, process layout, sometimes called as functional layout. We have fixed position layout and cellular layout. And there are some examples here, also some YouTube videos. For example, we have a product layout. So this is something typical for the high volume and low variety. It's like a production line or something. And we have example of Tesla factory and the Pringles factory. Then we have the process layout, which is the functional layout. So we have something for high variety and low volumes typically being used this. We have machine shops, hospitals, job shops, and there are examples of aerospace job shop, and perhaps the McDonald's operation can be also somehow considered under this one. You can have a look in the video and make your own conclusion. Fixed position layout is something what is used for large and complex products like construction site or a shipyard, and we have some videos here related to these. We have cellular layout, so we have like cells, production cells, like mini factories. Group technology, something what's typically used for this to distinguish between perhaps different size of products and to have common part for the process and then separate production cells to complete some bigger operation um, and finalize it. A couple of links of layout planning, some classic book and a lecture by other materials by Richard Murther. We launch the game here or the simulator. Okay, it's pretty dark here now, but what we can see is now the first item is product layout. So we have we can scroll this so we can see materials flowing from our warehouse going to the operations 1, 2, 3, 4 in a sequence, and then finally to the dispatch. We can have also parallel operations, like here this machinery is now duplicated, maybe to have more capacity, maybe you have redundancy, and some of the orders go this machine and some of the orders go the other one. Okay, not too much going on the other one now, finally something, but everything else is common here. And then we have the U-shape layout, so basically for if you have some restrictions in the factory, how using the space. So this is typical situation to have the U-shape layout or L shape. So basically the material flow going the same way, but you just respecting the walls and all the other constraints, pillars in your factory, something like that. We can take the process layout, and now here we can see that there are different operations. We have different departments here. Maybe this could be some machining shop. So you have lathe, you have grinding, you have milling, assembly operations. So depending on the job, they can go around different sequence, different operation. They can skip an operation. So a lot of flexibility here before it's completed. And here in our simulator, we can adjust the number of departments, how many we have. So a bigger factory or a smaller factory. So we can have up till how many 15 departments over here, and how many process steps per job. So if you have very complex operations, so most of them would take maximum the 5 operation in the job shop. So you can see that there's a lot of ping pong going on here on the factory floor now, and I would imagine that would result some working progress, or then we can have a little bit simplified version of that and clarity on routing, how operations flow here, how many steps there are for each job. Okay, there are some symbols here in the legend for the colors of the ball, so they kind of reflect the um, what these are the raw material, work in progress, or the actual finished good. Okay, then we have the fixed layout. So basically, all the material just going to the site. This could be a construction site. It could be this could be also something like shipyard, I think was mentioned earlier. So a lot of stuff going on here before it's completed, and once it's completed, it will then basically ship it to the next location, or then it's just completed at the site, and the life cycle of the product starts then. And finally, the cellular layout. So we have like two mini factories here, so they have different operations. They're completing the whole thing and then shipping to the dispatch. But they also might have a common process phase, like here we have in the beginning. So something what maybe some very expensive machine is processing, and then sending the raw materials then to the production cells, and then these cells are producing them until the product is completed. And you can have like a U-shaped layout here. For example, this one seems to be having U-shaped layout within it's like a mini factory inside the factory. So this is a cellular layout, and very typically the production systems are combinations of these stereotypes, standard templates. And there's some discussion for each of these, and you can have a look at this, you can analyze this, you can read the materials from the theory, and check out the videos of different type of factories, and if you agree if my matching with the layout and the example is correct or not. So yeah, let me know. Thanks.